I will be giving you the best ways and every current way to basically get all materials. So make sure to watch till the end to not miss out on anything, as you will regret it if you don't. And don't worry if you can't macro as well, as I still show ways on how to get resources without it. But right, so first let's just start with any fruit really. And if you can't macro, it's kind of obvious, but doing quests, as it gives you loads of fruit slash materials, using sprouts, doing sprout parties, killing every mob, and this is sort of for macro too actually, as Stump Snow gives lovely loot always, like you know, glue and stuff, Tunnel Bear, King Beetle, everything like that. But then the Robo challenge is probably one of the best ways to get materials too, in terms of like mobs and stuff, because it gave me so much field dice. Like I literally had like what, 100, and now how much do I have? I have 5.2k. That's how much it gave me. Like wow, unless you're obviously, you know, using the field dice each time. Then it also gives, you know, other materials too, like enzymes, you know, all the basic ones, balloons for the blue hives, fiending for them, white balloons in particular, by the way. Then the Robo party does give even more as well, but that's only once Beesmas is here, and that's for, you know, I got a lot of the pink balloons, the red balloons from that as well, and all the other mats actually too. Like it was so much, I'm not even joking. As you guys see here, this is like just one example on how much mats it actually gave, and I'll talk more on, you know, the non-macro too in a second. But now if you do actually macro and can macro fields like strawberry for, you know, strawberries, pine tree for blueberries, pineapple for pineapples. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory from there. And when you are macroing those fields, make sure to have a good amount of tadpole bees, as the frogs will get all the fruit with their tongues and all the bubbles and stuff. And you know, obviously having windy bees for the tornado it gives. And oh yeah, this is for both really, because using planters is probably the best way to get resources overall. As you guys see here, I got this petal planter down, and it is in the coconut field, so it'll give me coconuts. Then in sunflower field, it's loads of sunflowers there, and you get what I mean with, you know, each field what it gives. And that isn't only for just petal planter too, by the way, but this planter in particular drops loads of glitter, and at least one each time, and it can go up to like 10. I'm pretty sure I remember getting 10, bro. I was hyped. And it gives other materials too, like, you know, field dice, enzymes, oil, and stuff like that. And this isn't only for this planter though as well. Certain fields can also drop loads more loot, like even 100 plus red extracts, for example, for different planters. So let me give you all the current known special drops from each planter. Oh yeah, and also make sure to always claim your glue dispenser. I already have 2k glue from just claiming it every day since last time Beesmas ended. But okay, so here are all the special drops now from each planter. And first we have Super Smoothie every month or 36 days, the real life days, and this is from the plastic planter, by the way. Then the pesticide planter gives 110 plus bitterberries in the spider field. That's probably how I have 40k bitterberries as well. The Tacky planter, like 25 sunflower fields each time in the sunflower field. Clover field gives loads of field dice from Tacky planter and petal planter. Candy planter giving glue in really just any field, but I think mostly it was stuff like dandelion field and stump field, but I think other fields too. Blue clay slash the hydroponic in any blue field will give 75 blueberries, but 3 extracts each time. Blue extracts, by the way. Then same with red clay slash heat treated planters, but in the red fields. Then actually at one point the heat treated should give you 100 plus red extracts, and so will the hydroponic, but with blue extracts. And I'm not sure if it is a one-time thing, but it's still free resources, and you have to plant them in the normal hive color field for it, so you know, blue blue, red red. Then you also have the red clay in the pumpkin patch for soft wax and hard wax, blue clay in sunflower field, blue flower field, or the rose field to get the honeysuckles. After that, the crafting is obviously, you know, a good way. Who would have wondered crafting is a good way? And it is a good way if you do what I said before, you know, with getting loads of fruit, for example, with mackerel, sprout parties, whatever, planters, and that can be crafted into gumdrops and then into glue. Now, a really important one being doing the puffshrooms, because they actually give you everything you want really in terms of like every resource. Gives you glue, enzymes, loads of fruit, bitterberries, neonberries, turpentines, and waxes. So please do puffshrooms if you can get anyone to help you with it, or if you can organize a group. But now let me give you some quick information on every place to plant your planter for wax, such as, you know, swirled wax and caustic wax. So for swirled wax, first you actually have plastic planter in the coconut field, candy planter in the cactus field, tacky planter in the pumpkin patch, hydroponic in the mushroom field, heat treated planter in the blue flower field, petal planter in strawberry field, blue clay planter inside of the spider field, pesticide planter inside of strawberry field. Then for the caustic wax now, plastic planter inside of rose field, candy planter inside of mountaintop field, tacky planter inside of bamboo, hydroponic inside of coconut field, heat treated and coconut field again, petal planter in dandelion, and red clay and blue clay inside of clover. And yes, that's currently all of the ways to get materials, but I hope you guys have learned something from it, and credit to David M for the help. And if you guys still aren't sure, just let me know in the comments and I'm going to try and help you as much as I can. But for now, thank you so much for watching and bye.